Hello everyone, this is Johannes and you are watching Board Gaming Ramblings. And today we are taking a look at Pictomania, a drawing game from Vlada Chvátil and CGE. And this is kind of strange, different game for me to review, as it's a party game which isn't usually my cup of tea, and it's also a drawing game, and the only experience I have with drawing games haven't been really positive for me, but I thought this looked pretty cool. I know I played it a bunch, and we're just gonna do a quick run through of the rules, and then we're gonna come back up and see what I think about Pictomania. Let's talk about how to play Pictomania. In this game you're gonna play 4 rounds, and at the end of the 4 rounds the player with the most points is the winner. The first thing you're gonna do in each round is to draw 3 cards that corresponds with the number of the round you're in. So this is number round 1, so we have cards there, they have 7 words each, like this card for example has dolphin, shark, whale, snail, snake, frog, and lizard. So you're gonna have an A card, a B card, and a C card, and then all players are gonna get to draw 1 card with a letter and 1 card with a number. And I can look at them in private. I will show them to you, of course. I am now going to draw C6. So let's take a look at that. That is C6. That's a teacup. That's pretty simple and straightforward, and when everybody has looked at their cards, you're just going to put them in front of you like this, and you're going to say, yay, let's go and draw. And you're going to draw on this piece of paper here with the gray linings at the bottom. You can draw it this way or this way, whatever you want. I will draw my painting. I'm not going to draw my teacup now, because then you will see how horrible I am at drawing. I will draw my teacup, and when I'm done drawing, I will turn my painting over like this, pointing towards the other players. As soon as I do this, I cannot change my drawing anymore. But what I can do is to take out these 7 numbers cards. And with these number cards, I can guess what the other players are drawing. So I know they're drawing something on these 3 cards, and then I'm gonna look around and see what can they be drawing, and I'm gonna take my guesses and put the guesses on top of their cards. So not on my card like this, but let's say over here I will put a number, and over here I will put different numbers of my guesses. So basically, if I have 6, which I have, I know nobody else has the number 6, so I can just ignore that and try to find out what the other players are drawing. In the beginning of the game it's going to be pretty easy, but when you get further in the game it's going to be hard. When you are done with that, when I have guessed on all the players, or all the players I want to guess on, I can grab one of these bonus points. So probably I want to draw, to pick one of these with the most points. If I'm first, I'm going to put them here at the right side of my drawing. The left side of our drawing I have my point tokens, which I will explain right now. So everybody is done doing their stuff. I mean, guessing their guesses, doing their stuff. That could be anything. They're guessing all their guesses. Everybody has picked one of these black ones. And then I'm going to turn over your stack of cards. So let's just say let's say these are other colors and they are like this. I will turn it around and say, okay, I had number 6. Okay, 1 player guessed the 7, that's wrong. 1 player guessed 6, that's right. He's gonna get my biggest point token. And you're gonna go like this. So if 3 players would have it, the same one, they would have guessed right, and the first one would get the highest one, and so on, giving them out like this. And you want everybody to guess your points, because the ones that are left here is going to be negative points at the end of the round. You're going to collect as well different scoring tokens like this, and then you're going to take the positive points and negate the negative points, writing your score up here in the star. You're going to turn over your paper and you're going to put up new cards, and after 4 rounds the player with the most points is the winner of Pictomania. There is also like some full scoring rules, which makes it a little bit more horrible or more risky to take these higher ones, because if you take this highest one and you are the player who gets the most wrong of everybody, then this is gonna be negative points. So you will lose points. So if you're really unsure of your guesses, maybe you want to just grab the number 2, or if you feel like you've done really horrible, you might just grab number 1. So that is something that I highly recommend playing with, and after 4 rounds, the player with the most points, as already stated, is the winner of Pictomania. And that's a quick breakthrough of how to play Pictomania. And is this game good? let's soon talk about it, but let's just go to components first. Components for this game is fine. They are what they need to be. They are pretty okay card stock. It's pretty okay. Everything looks cool. Looks kind of kiddish, like childish, like simple, but I like the look of it. So everything here is pretty cool. I like the detail that you get different Pictomania pencils that you have to. You even get a pencil sharpener because you have to sharpen the pencils the first time you're gonna play this game. I love those little details. All in all, there's a huge bunch of cards with different words. I like kind of everything. Like the cards, they are kind of not the best quality, but it doesn't really matter because you're probably gonna destroy them anyways when trying to get first in putting the card to get the most points. So we at least have a number 4 yellow card, which is kind of bent like this, but it's still working because this game doesn't really matter. Like I can try to cheat to see like, okay, you used a 4, maybe I can do that as well, but doesn't really matter. Hopefully not all the cards will get bent, but I don't really care as much in this game as I do in the other games like that. So that's components out of the way. So let's talk about this game. As I said in the introduction, this is kind of right a bit outside of my wheelhouse. It's not a Euro game where you sit down crunchy thinking, this is a party game, which I don't usually play a bunch. But I love this game. This, I think, has to be like the perfect drawing game. So the only kind of drawing game I have played a lot not a lot, but played a little bit, is Pictionary. Isn't that what it's called? I think it's Pictionary, where it's like the whisper game where you draw something and you have to guess what the other people drew and then you have to draw it again. I think that game is really boring. I know most people really love it for the reveal when you take the pads and you turn them over and see like where did this end up. I just find it kind of slow, kind of boring, not interesting enough. And I think what they've done with Pictionary, with Pictomania, which is Picto anything. Pictomania, what they've done here is really, really smart. It's an action-filled drawing game where you want to draw, you really want to draw pretty quick because you want to have time to look at the other paint drawings before they're done. So maybe you can guess some of their drawings before they are done. So drawing quick is really important, but then again you want to draw quick and also understandable because you want everybody to understand what you're drawing. You really want that, because or else you will get negative points for the people who didn't understand what you were drawing and so on. It's really this nice kind of quickly like small add-ons which makes this game really a fantastic drawing game. I haven't laughed as much as I did in playing a game as I did while playing this game. We laughed till I cried. It was so much fun. It was one of the most amazing kind of social experiences I had with a game for a long time. Like usually when we play heavy Euro games, of course we speak, of course we joke around and stuff like that, but it's more about the strategy, more about that. This is by far one of the most amazing social experiences I've had in gaming for many years. It's so amazing to play. So the other thing I really like is that you have the cards, and the different words. That's not a really hard word to remember. I just said word after I didn't remember the word, so it's kind of strange to not remember word, but I remember the word now, so it's okay. So the different words are kind of similar, which makes this harder and more interesting to guess. I love that you have this out there and you can look at them. You can try to see like, okay, I have this word, I know I don't this number, nobody else has this number, and it's really interesting to try and do this, and as well that you want to try to do it quick. What other thing that makes this game amazing is that the words start out pretty simple, like apple, orange, it's fruits, and then you end up like at the red words and you have stuff like chaos, order, eternity, transience, abstraction, uncertainty, reality. So please draw reality for me in like 10 seconds. It's really impossible. And these words, especially like the level 3 and level 4, the orange and red cards, really make this game hilarious. To make people try to draw these really strange things. It's just so much fun just when we draw the cards, we put them out, we read them, you get to laugh from that, because like, how can I draw this and not make it feel like 5 other things on this card? Or just, how can I draw this? That's almost impossible. And then when you start drawing and people start to guess, it's hilarious, because you're like, what can this be? Nothing makes sense. This isn't anything. How can this be anything on these cards? But then maybe you're like, oh, maybe he meant that. And you try to guess, and sometimes you hit it, and sometimes you're like, nope, it wasn't that he was drawing at all. So the gameplay for this game is just basically fantastic. I know this is kind of like an updated version from a game. I think it was released in 2011. I don't really know what they've done, but I think they're like, made it a lot better, because for this I can't really seem to find anything that I would have liked to be better for this game. This is a near perfection drawing game, and of course it's really important for a drawing game that you don't have to be able to draw, because I can't draw at all. Like at all, but it's still possible for me to draw something that people can guess. I can draw a stickman. That's basically my that's basically where my drawing skills end. Stickman, and maybe something else, and some stuff like that. And even if you play with people who can draw, you really have to draw pretty fast to be able to get most points. So you can't really draw a masterpiece, just trying to sketch out what this can be to be able for the other players to guess what you have drawn. And that I really love. So yeah, this game is amazing. Replayability for this game, I would say, is pretty high, because you have this huge pack of cards. With 4 different levels. You have this big pile of cards. It's pretty huge, and you have 4 different levels, and on all the cards you have the double cards. So there's double-sided with more words. There's 7 words on all of them. And if you, after you played it, like, it doesn't really matter if you played Chaos Order with a group 2 months ago, because you can still play this card now if you end up drawing it again. So many possibilities for the different people you play with, the different cards you can get. I will say this is a party game you can play all the time, and it will be different each time, and it will feel like a fun experience each time you play it. Player count, this game says it can play from 3 to 6 players. I play it with 3, 4, and 5. I haven't played it with 6. I think 6 would also work perfectly. I think 3 players is a bit too little, because it goes quick, of course, so it works with 3, but you really only have 2 things that you have to guess. I like having like 3 or 4 or 5 players was actually the best. So usually, as is it with these kind of party games, the less number of players you have, the less fun it is. So 3 players was not that fun. It was okay. We had a good time. It wasn't like haha funny. Not so many things happen, because there's less work to be drawing, less drawings to laugh about. But 4 and 5 players, really good, and I'm guessing 6 players as well is amazing. This game is just so much fun. Like, if you feel like you need a new party game, buy this. This is the best party game I played in many years. This is one of the best party games I've ever played. If we're gonna do like a top 10 party games list, right now I'm pretty sure this would be like number 1. I have never had more fun with a game like this. It's easy to explain. Everybody can play it. Everybody will laugh of it. It's just plain simple amazing. And that's the end of my review for Pictomania. Go check it out and really go pick up a copy if you like games like this. And even if you don't like games like this, because this is a fantastic party drawing game, which I love. And that's the end of the review. Thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot. Please like, comment, subscribe to the channel, which also means so much to us. And that's it. I'm Johannes. You've been watching Board Gaming Ramblings, and bye bye.